Hello and welcome. So, today I want to chat about the two most common thoughts that can really sabotage your happiness. And those are judgments and comparisons. Wow. Do you feel the energy on comparisons? Yeah. Because if you followed me for any amount of time, you know that I'm always talking about how judgments are limitations that really make you feel bad about yourself. And a lot of times these judgments aren't even true because if you're starting to feel like if you're not in the most empowered space, almost all of your judgments, your conclusions are going to be tempered by how you feel. So you're going to be thinking, if you're already feeling kind of bad and you start thinking judgments about who you are, whoa, yikes, that can really put you down. Um, and a lot of times those aren't true, but those judgments are always flavored by how you're feeling. And if you're not feeling really good or really positive, your judgments will just tend to be negative and really self critical. Wow. So, all the self critical judgments you've been thinking, all the judgments that have been making you feel less than, not good enough. Ooh, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Ah, yes, I choose that. Release, release, release. And then the second one that really sabotages your happiness is comparing yourself to other people. Yeah, that's something we all do. It's been around since kind of the beginning of time where we're trying to figure out where we fit in the social hierarchy. Whether you were the lowliest person in the tribe or you were the chief. And we were trying to figure out where we are in that hierarchy. And this can happen when you're around people who aren't even in your social group. You can see it like on social media. If you see somebody who seems to be having a really amazing life, you can be comparing yourself to them and thinking about like, "Ooh, I'm not as far along as they are," or "They have so many more things that I would like." Whoa. Yeah, and you feel the energy on that? Because no matter who you are, there are always going to be people that have things that seem to be better than you have it. And I always preface it that they seem to be better than you have because we don't actually know that. And social media is a big thing where people are posing, they're doing pictures of their amazing vacations, but you don't know how they paid for that. You don't know if they put that all on a credit card and they're swimming in debt. Woo. And so, what we want to do is never kind of compare ourselves to other people, or especially think that you want to be like that person. Yeah, because this is one of those parts where even though that seems like they might be having an amazing life, we don't know what's going on under the scenes. They could be really struggling. They could be having a really hard time at work, their jobs, relationships. They could even have a really poor opinion of themselves. And because of your energetic awareness, when you say that you want to be like somebody else or have a life like they are, what can happen is you can energetically kind of get like a download of what their life is like, and you kind of can be grabbing some of these things that you don't see that are under the surface. Now, I know this is a little bit weird for some people, but what I've found is that we have this energetic awareness that allows us to perceive and sense things that are under the surface. And a lot of times we don't have conscious awareness of this. This is why you can be around somebody who seems like they're super happy, and then you leave and you're going, gosh, why do I feel kind of down or sad? Well, it could be that that person was really just like happy on the outside, and on the inside, they were really struggling. Woo, yeah. So all the people you decided that you wanted to be like, where their lives have things in them that you really would not like. Woo, everything that brings up, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Ah, yes, I choose that. Vaporize, liquefy, vaporize, liquefy. And then the other thing about comparison is even if you are having a pretty good life, we tend to compare ourselves more to the people who have things that we would like. And we often, when we're comparing that, those comparisons tend to always come with a judgment. Like it's not like, oh, I would like to have this brand new house like this person I just met has. It's more of we go from I would like to have that house to there's something wrong with you because you don't already have that house. Well, yep. So everywhere that you've been comparing yourself to others, and then as soon as you compare yourself, you come up with some self-critical judgments about who you are, why you are in this place, and why you don't have what you would like. And all of that, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Woo, yes, I choose that. Release, 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 release. Ha. Yeah. And so anytime you find yourself making any judgments or comparison to other people, just notice that. And then you can say something, you can use the energetic phrases I do, like vaporize and liquefy, or you can just say stop, stop, stop. Another one that I like to do is a lot of self-critical judgments can be also ones that we're picking up from other people. So anytime you notice yourself doing a self-critical judgment or comparison, you could use the phrase out, out, out. And that's just kind of telling those thoughts just to leave. Awesome. So I'm Max Riggs, Energetic Awareness Explorer, and your energetic guide. And I look forward to chatting with you again soon. Bye for now.